Happy holidays, everybody. After some technical difficulties, here we are. So I'm Kathleen Metcalf with Inspired for Results, and I'm here to talk with you about our holiday special for coaching and to give you some tips and things to consider as we go through the end of the year and into the new year. So we have operations coaching for real estate teams, and that is the heart and soul of our business. And so as the holiday special, we're offering 12 of our coaching sessions, 30 minutes each in the new year for $2,022 to celebrate the number of the new year, which saves you $278, but really is a jump start into 12 coaching sessions to be able to take your business to the next level in its operations and its operations leadership. So let's talk for a few minutes about what that looks like for you and some things for you to consider about your real estate business. So in the spirit of perpetual learning, right, there is always another level of efficiency, excellence, expertise, ease, customer service, white glove service. There's always another level that is available to everyone on the team. Salespeople do that by script practice, role playing, webinars, conferences, masterminds, coaching. And so salespeople keep their sales edge by doing those things. And in operations, that is also available, and these are things that we offer and things for leaders and operations leaders to consider. How are you honing the skills, the efficiency, the systems, and the culture that you're building in operations for executing all of the wonderful sales that the salespeople are bringing in? So let's just pause for a moment as well to look at the fact that 2021 was a really big year. For many teams, they have done more business than they have ever done before, or they have certainly been stretched in different ways than they ever have before. So some of you are not slowing down at all this time of year, and you're going to roll right into the first quarter and into the new year. So we do encourage you to take some time for reflection this time of year, to have a team meeting, to have a business planning session, and be able to review what went well. What do you need to celebrate about the fact that we were able to forecast this, we were able to prevent upset, we closed things on time, we were able to satisfy a client that was having a hard time going through a transaction. Make sure that you pay attention to the things that went well and that you want to celebrate, and that you are able to look at the things that perhaps either didn't go well or you would like to have be different in the new year. And that is without judgment, without blame or criticism. And so I'll give you 4 layers that we use in our coaching work to evaluate performance. The first is, what is the system that you're using? And by system, I mean workflow, not necessarily software, but how did the system not do what you need it to do? And so how can the system be improved to prevent or take care of something better? The next layer is training. Is there a person that needs to be trained? Is there training on the team that needs to happen? And so between the system and the training, those are the first 2 layers to evaluate performance. Then from there, you want to look at communication. How is the communication? Is there anything that's dropping off? Anything that isn't complete? Is there too much back and forth? Is there misunderstanding? So systems, training, communication. And the 4th layer is attitude. Now, in performance, right, mindset is really before any of it, of having a great mindset. But attitude is really the 4th layer of how is someone thinking, being? Are they taking things personally? Is someone resistant? So you want to be able to look at systems, training, communication, and then attitude. And all of those things are things that we can control. Because in a transaction, we can really control 85% of what's going on in a transaction. We can set up the workflow. We can determine when things go out. We can control what we say, expectations we set, how we follow up with things. There's really a lot of things to be able to control in a transaction. And there's 15% that is really the wild card, which from one perspective keeps real estate interesting. And from another perspective is, the things that we're like, oh, we don't really know how this is going to go. And so having great systems, good training, high level effective communication, and keeping a really strong and grit attitude that is able to flow with how things go is part of the secret sauce and the power of an operations team with the sales team. And so that mix of sales and operations is a long-standing difference, right? But it's the yin and the yang of the business. And so this is what we focus on. So let's talk about, in terms of our operations coaching, what would 12 coaching sessions look like for us, and who is this right for? So we have a coaching program called 90 Days to Thrive. And that is particularly for onboarding new hires in operations onto a real estate team. Could be their agent and one admin. It could be that there is an admin coming into an existing team and there may be multiple admins. Doesn't matter either way. We also onboard directors of operations and sales managers. So coming into a new job, whether you have experience or not, is the same learning curve. You might be learning different things, but it's a very steep learning curve coming into a high-powered real estate team like any of you that are listening to me. So our 90 Days to Thrive is weekly sessions in 3 months, hence 90 days. And so for the new year and for this holiday package, we're offering 12 coaching sessions instead of $2,250 for $2,022 to celebrate the number of the new year. So you can use those coaching sessions once a week for 12 weeks, or you can use those coaching sessions twice a month for 6 months. You make that investment now and you use the coaching services, as soon as the new year begins or whenever you're ready. So who is this right for? You could be new into having a new hire come in. You could have a team that would really just like to evaluate, could we be more efficient? What are the leadership skills, the operations communication skills that the operations people and their agent would like to work on together? So we evaluate your systems during the coaching sessions. We can assess where you are in your skill levels, and then be able to put together a plan of, okay, so these are the things we're going to work on together. And, some people coach with us for years, but we know that starting with 12 sessions, starting with 3 or 6 months worth of work is a great way to jumpstart your business to move into any next phase of either more production, higher level of service, greater level of efficiency, or really more ease. Any of you that are familiar with the 4 quadrants of time management and importance, quadrant 1, which is urgent and important, is a place that many real estate teams live for years consistently. And it's not sustainable, it's not healthy, and it's not necessary. Quadrant 2 in time management and importance is having things that are important, but they are not urgent because they have been well planned. That's the 80–85% of the deal can be in quadrant 2 if you set it up that way. Then you leave quadrant 1 of urgent and important for the 15% that you can't predict. But that is a much more sustainable marathon level energy that has high efficiency. People are cross-trained. People can take their vacation. You have shift coverage where you need it. People can unplug when they're not needed instantly, including the leader, including the rainmakers. So we can help you set that up. We share best practices from, we're going into our 10th year in business together. And so we really want to be able to share with you. You don't have to reinvent the wheel by yourself. We're here as a team of operations coaches and professionals to be able to help you take your business to where you would like it to go. So I'm going to put into the comments some links for you to consider about leadership styles. We talked last week with Laura Sims, our lead systems consultant, about our systems documentation service. And so that's also on special for $2,022 as a deposit to get that work going. If you would like to finally make your operations manual and have that done. And now this week, we're talking about one-on-one coaching with an operations coach and our operations consultants to be able to work with you for 12 30-minute coaching sessions in the new year for the price of $2,022. And so if you would like to do that, all you need to do is comment or contact for a consultation, and we would be happy to talk with you and then sign you and your team up to do that. In the meantime, I wish you a very happy new year, and I am so happy to be a part of the community in real estate with you and to be able to take all of our businesses to the next level as we celebrate the new year together. All right, happy new year.